Hello everyone, Minute Plus Meditation here. It is Wednesday, April the 24th, and it's the feast day of Saint Fidelis, who's actually a patron saint of lawyers. So the first reading is, we continue of course with the Acts of the Apostles. The Word of God continued to advance and gain adherents. Then after completing their mission, Barnabas and Saul returned to Jerusalem and brought with them John, whose other name was Mark. This is going to be quite significant, from in the future. So the church in Antioch and their prophets, Barnabas, Simeon, who was called Niger, Lucius of Cyrene, and so on, set apart. They say the outcome of this is set apart for me, Barnabas and Saul, for the work to which I have called them. So they fast and they pray and they lay their hands on them. This is not an ordination. This is praying for people. Right? So when they arrived at Salamis, they proclaimed the word of God in the synagogues of the Jews, and they had John also to assist them. There's lots could be said about this. We know what's going to happen in the future with John Mark leaving, but I'll leave that till later. But mentorship is what I want to get at. This is a classic example of the importance, the critical importance actually, of mentorship. So Paul and Barnabas take John Mark under their wing and they begin to mentor him. And this is going to be, it's not going to be an overnight procedure, right? It's going to be something of a long game. And there are going to be bumps and bruises along the pathway. John Mark is going to disappoint Paul, even his uncle or his cousin Barnabas, and we'll see what's going to happen as a result of that. But ultimately, they don't give up on him. Ultimately, they continue mentoring him, and John Mark will really flourish as a result of this. And undoubtedly, he will then go on to mentor others as well, because he was mentored by these giants, Paul and Barnabas, and even St. Peter. There's no way he would have kept that all to himself, so he would have taken others under his wing and really tried to mentor them. And that's something that you and I should be cognizant of. Who can we mentor? Who can we identify as a potential leader, spend time with them, invest in them, and raise them up so that they can then invest in other leaders in the future? That's really important. John 12, to the gospel, although Jesus had performed so many signs in the presence of the people, they did not believe in him. Doesn't that sort of say everything in spades? And it's because probably, as I've said before, I think I said yesterday, alluded to yesterday, number one, we always try and put Jesus into our own box. So if you don't match my criteria, no matter what you do, I'm not going to believe you. People want to believe what they want to believe, right? And that's it's not a circular thing. That's true. They believe what they want to believe. If they're open to the signs and they saw that multiple signs before them, then they would at least be disposed to the gift of faith. And that's really what's critical here. Faith is a gift. It's not something, as I said before, is strictly earned. It's not merited. It's an unmerited gift. It's given to us by the Lord. Now, we can, in effect, pave the way for it by a real desire for the truth, and the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God type of thing. So we really want to know what's right. We're disposed to objective reality, and this is a disposition of the heart that God sees, and God will reward at a certain point. So what's important for you and me is that we always desire, no matter where we are at, to be open to the truth, because the truth will ultimately set us free. So no matter where you are in the spectrum of faith, always desire to be a man or woman of the truth. God bless you.